It's the final college football Saturday of October in Norman, Oklahoma. Please make it slow down. That's a better pace. Sooner royalty Bob and Carol Stoops in attendance for homecoming weekend. But all eyes tonight will be on the nation's most accurate passer, Baker Mayfield, under the primetime lights. Temps are going to dip into the high 30s tonight at a sold-out Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. You're watching Saturday Night Football on ABC, presented by Walmart. Number 10 Oklahoma playing host to the Red Raiders of Texas Tech. And you know, the last time these two got together, it was quite the dandy affair. Broke all sorts of records. Pat Mahomes threw for 5 touchdowns and 734 yards. Baker Mayfield outdid him. Threw for 7 touchdowns, 1,708 combined offensive yards. Set a new NCAA record. Oklahoma able to slip by Texas Tech. So we'll have whatever they were having. Hi, everybody. Good evening. Happy Saturday night with Brian Griese. I'm Steve Levy. We're still trying to get over that Iowa State loss here at Oklahoma. Maybe not so terrible anymore.
No, actually looks great. The Iowa State win helps Oklahoma, right? Not only do they knock off an undefeated TCU, but Iowa State's going to be a top 20 team now, you would think, maybe top 15. And the Ohio State win obviously helps Oklahoma because of the fact that Oklahoma's already beaten them, and they take Penn State out of the undefeated ranks.
Plant the flag, indeed. For Oklahoma, though, with that loss here, that was the last time they played a home game, was that Iowa State squad, and their margin of error is gone. The next loss is catastrophe. They can't fall asleep on Texas Tech tonight.
There's no question, and that margin for error is gone, and things have fallen in place for them, but they haven't played complete football, complete 60-minute football, and tonight it needs to be Baker Mayfield. He needs to be better. 60 minutes of football. He is the engine. He's the guy with the edge that carries that edge for this entire Oklahoma team. They cannot sleepwalk through this Texas Tech game.
Maybe sleepwalking is what Texas Tech has been doing. You know, a couple of weeks ago, they're up big in the third quarter at West Virginia. They're 4-1. Everything's going great, and then everything just crashed down. Todd McShay, they need to stop the bleeding themselves tonight.
Yeah, they do. And, you know, it really starts with their quarterback, Nick Shimonek. And you got to love a story like his. He's a fifth-year guy. He's a former walk-on transfer from Iowa. He's paid his dues. He put in all this time. He worked just so he could come here for one season and become the starting quarterback at Texas Tech. That's exactly what he's done. Like you mentioned, off to a great start. It's kind of unraveled since then, though. We're going to find out a lot about this Shimonek character tonight. Can he respond? Can he be the leader his team needs to be while on the road, crazy crowd, a top 10 opponent? Listen, the odds are stacked up against him and the Raiders, but we've seen this before. Remember, Iowa State, as you guys mentioned, Kyle Kemp came in here as a former walk-on transfer as well and wound up knocking off the Oklahoma Sooners on this very field.
Shimonek will be hard-pressed to match Mayfield point for point, but that's the quarterback matchup. That's the showdown tonight. And playing against Texas Tech, that's absolutely personal for Mayfield. Thank you, Kevin. Good evening again, everyone. Lincoln Riley in the background, the youngest head football coach in FBS, the age of 34. But everyone seems to think he is more than ready up to this test that is in front of his Sooners tonight. This has been your Nissan pregame rush. Now let's take a look into Nissan's Heisman House. Ball out at the 30-yard line. Mayfield able to step up, throw, and complete to his BFF, Mark Andrews, for the first down. Mayfield going to keep it. And he's down to the 40-yard line and tackled out of bounds by DeMarcus Fields. And the flag does come in late after the game at 22. Might add 15 to that. So they mark the ball now at the 24, and here's Mayfield to throw. Little pump, end zone, looking, and it's caught. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb, the score.
This is why Baker Mayfield is the most accurate quarterback in college football. It's just a simple route. The safety jumps it. This ball has to be thrown perfectly behind, and it's right on the face mask of CeeDee Lamb. Couldn't walk it to him any bit better than that. And that's what's separated Baker Mayfield throwing the football from most other quarterbacks in college football.
2nd and 9. Fake to Adams. Mayfield's already kept it once. This time he'll throw and complete on time to Marquise Brown.
Gotten it out on time, probably would have been right on point.
Mayfield's shoulder has been an issue recently. On the ground to Abdul Adams. He's got first down yardage. Cuts all the way across the field. And Adams will be knocked out. Knocked out by Justice Parker, but not until he ripped off 34.
Boy, this offensive line starting to lean on folks up front. Orlando Brown, Ben Powers pulling around the horn. This is their #1 run play, is that counter play, Steve. They did it against Texas, and they're starting to get their feeling on the ground in this game.
First down and 10 out of the 27. Again, it's Adams. He's got some more running room. Got the first down. He might get 6. Adams will be just dropped short of the goal line. Vontae Dorsey, a touchdown saving tackle.
Boy, the same play, just the other direction. This time they pulled the right guard and right tackle, Bobby Evans and Samaya. Great job and vision by Adams on the second level, and within 2 plays, same play one way each way, they're already knocking on the doorstep. This is Dimitri Flowers territory. He's got 6 touchdowns on the season, and he's lined up in the eye.
And they do hand it to Flowers, and he will crash in and stay on his feet. Dimitri Flowers for the touchdown.
Well, Dimitri Flowers has 28 touches on the year, Steve, and 7 of them are for touchdowns. He's 250 pounds. So when you see him hit a linebacker, you got to be your own blocker sometimes on the goal line. And he just runs right over Jashawn Johnson for the touchdown. What a great answer from Oklahoma. They give up 2 quick touchdowns, and they come back with 2 quick ones. You know, if you're going to win this conference, you got to play a little bit of defense, and Oklahoma needs to get better.
Shimonek to throw. It's batted down at the line of scrimmage. And let's see, that hit the ground or not. Like Jack Anderson, the true freshman, highly recruited true freshman, got some good hands on him.
Yeah, Caleb Kelly, number 19, the linebacker, came off the edge. May have got a hand on that.
That's a possibility. On first down and 10, here's Marcellus Sutton. And a good gain for him, stopped by Douglas Coleman. Anderson and Sutton in there. That's Badette in motion. And they give it to Anderson. Right through the middle for first down yardage, and then some. 8:54 and 8:54. Exactly. Here's Anderson. I was told there'd be no man.
I thought it was cool. Pat Mahomes, you know, played in that game, calls.
2nd and 1. Mayfield, little pump. Didn't see him run it so far one time today. There's Mark Andrews for the easy first down.
Yeah, I don't think I would do this right here. I'd pump this football down. The way that our defense has been exposed a little bit, give him a big field.
Here's Mayfield. Across the middle. It's going to pay off for the first down to Mark Andrews. Inside handoff to Anderson. He's into the secondary. He's inside the 5 as well. So it's first and goal from inside the 4. That's Brown in motion. Mayfield looking that way, and he's got him. Marquise Brown for the touchdown. And we're tied in 20s. Parnell Motley's doing jumping jacks. Get the crowd going. Shimonek in all sorts of trouble. And he is taken down. It is Obo Okoronkwo on the sack. You've been waiting for him to make the signature play, and there it is.
Yep. You combine 3rd down and 10, obvious passing situations with some noise, and there's no way Travis Bruffy, the left tackle, can get off the ball with the kind of speed that Okoronkwo can bring. They're going to begin to slow this Oklahoma offense down.
And on first down and 10, little trickeration all the way to Jeff Badette. He's got plenty of running room. but that's across the 40-yard line. Desmond Smith finally twirled him down. So some fancy play calling by the Sooners.
Start to use the talent that Oklahoma had. They lost so much talent at these skill positions on offense. The speed of Badette, the speed we've seen from Marquise Brown. These guys just need to play more. They just need more experience.
At midfield. Trying to get out of there. And just gets across to the original line of scrimmage. Stephen Parker came up and played it perfect.
You got to put that in your clock in your mind that I can hold the ball a little bit longer.
Keep an eye on these big receivers on the outside.
Just got it away, too, with one on the play clock. Oh, down the sideline, it's intercepted. What a leaping interception by Caleb Kelly. Used all of his 6'3" frame to haul it in.
Well, Mike Stoops decides to change it up. He does bring pressure off the corner. He got me, and he got Shimonek. You come a blitz off the corner, you see Jordan Thomas, and Caleb Kelly is responsible for that receiver in the flat. Shimonek never saw him, and he was fortunate that Kelly didn't keep his feet, because if he had, he would have been in the end zone.
That's the first turnover of the game.
In Texas Tech's MO, but they get the first one of the game.
On first down and 10. Mayfield holds it, and he'll throw it. Finds a wide open Mark Andrews. How does the big man get that wide open? He fumbles the football out of bounds. And a break there for Oklahoma.
To be a starting tight end in the NFL.
Question. They said he's competitive and tough, and he keeps getting better.
2nd and 7. Mayfield on the line to CeeDee Lamb. Making some moves inside the 10, down to the 5. Dakota Allen brought him down. Here come the Sooners. Could add to that right here on first down and goal. On the ground. Rodney Anderson, touchdown. Sooners make him pay for the turnover.
It's the counter play again, Steve, and it's the left guard, the left tackle, and then Flowers. Watch these 3 blocks. I mean, it doesn't get any better than this. There's Flowers. There's Orlando Brown, and
Shimonek underneath. Trey King had it and then lost it. They'll call it an incomplete pass on the field. Stephen Parker put the hit.
nice job by Stephen Parker. The plan Oklahoma is with a lot of 3 safeties on the field. Parker, Johnson, and Khalil Houghton. This is just man-to-man, and that's a good call of an incomplete pass.
And starting on the Oklahoma side of the field. Shimonek, a handoff to Trey King. See where they mark the forward progress. But Ogbo Okoronkwo would have him pushed back all the way to the 30 if he could. And he'll sound the horn. 2nd and 9. King's the bottom of your screen. Shimonek looks to him and throws right away. Got a yard, but got really nailed by Marquez Overton.
Take a look at this real speed with some sound. Oof. That'll make you think twice about catching a slip screen coming in there.
After the big hit by one of their own. Hand off to King. Won't get back to the line of scrimmage. He's swung around by Emmanuel Beal. And he did play against him in that game last year.
Yep.
On first down and 10, quick throw to Lamb. He's got yardage and would have had a bunch more if not for an outstanding tackle by Douglas Coleman. And players come together.
Yeah, this game's getting chippy. They remember a year ago. And
we have not had a field goal attempt in the game. This 2nd and 7. Shimonek will put it up. And it is nearly intercepted. Stephen Parker, who's been all over for Oklahoma tonight, nearly came up with that one.
Wow, that's a Shimonek dodging a bullet there.
In the last 9 possessions, only 177 yards and 1 touchdown. After a while, they're going to figure things out. And it's brought down CeeDee Lamb went up high to make the reception from Baker Mayfield.
This is a base route for Oklahoma. It comes off their smash concept. You'll see clear out in the front, and then CeeDee Lamb just hesitates, and that opens up the middle of the field for a big gain.
Come with tempo and a quick run by Rodney Anderson. He stumbles forward. He's going to be short of the first down. Bring up a second and short.
You know, both of these offenses in the first half, a big reason why there was so much success, they both had balance. They were equal run to pass.
Brings up 2nd and 1 from the 35.
Here's Mayfield to throw. And complete to Marquise Brown. And he has the first down. DeMarcus Fields made the stop. I think you're anticipating pass to start the game. Both teams came out able to run the ball effectively. 18-yard gain on that last play. Here's Anderson. Already has one touchdown. Won't get the second right now. 6-inch line for Rodney Anderson.
You see the ultra-fast tempo from Oklahoma in this first drive of the second half. See from the progressive pylon cam, and they punch it in.
Baker Mayfield will get the touchdown himself. He had 2 rushing touchdowns a week ago. You did not say that on the broadcast or in the car afterwards.
I thought Matt Campbell was awesome. Iowa State team since then.
Hey, good for them. Like to see new blood being successful in winning. Here's Baker Mayfield throwing and completing the Lamb. CeeDee Lamb, the true freshman from Richmond, makes his 6th grab already of the night. And he's got over 100 yards now receiving. Here's Abdul Adams.
You get this tempo going, Steve, they're running one run play. They're running this counter, right? And then you put the tempo and then a couple rollouts, a couple misdirection, play action, and that's why this offense is one of the most explosive in college football.
Mayfield down the middle of the field to Mark Andrews. He's inside the 20.
Texas Tech is scrambling on defense. They're lucky to get lined up by the time.
3rd down and goal. Mayfield off his back foot finds Mark Andrews. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This was an all-out pressure from Texas Tech, and David Gibbs decides to try to get to Baker Mayfield. But Mayfield reads it. There's no safety in the middle of the field. He had one-on-one coverage with Andrews on Vontae Dorsey and just put it in his belly.
Just rushing 3. Shimonek trying to get out of there. Not going to do it. Fistful of Jersey, able to bring him down.
Take a look at this spin move from Okoronkwo. This is NFL-type move right here. Wow.
DJ Ward eventually got that fistful of Jersey. But Okoronkwo forced the issue. And that poor offensive lineman wanted nothing to do with that move. Rushing 4. Shimonek in some trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Nick Shimonek is sacked by DJ Ward.
I think the threat of Okoronkwo off the left side of Shimonek forces him just naturally. He knows he's back there, so he flushes to the right, and he flushes right into Ward. I mean, that was good protection.
Which must seem like ho-hum, like nothing to a guy like who's put up the numbers he has. Won it for the 3rd time this season. Rodney Anderson running, losing his shoe, but hanging on to the football. Or there is a shoe down.
You know, taking the attention away from Kingsbury, so he'll be somebody.
There always is. Here's Mayfield. Throwing on the run and completing. Marquise Brown. See where they spot him. It's not even close. It was going to be short of the marker. And now he's got it by a yard or 2.
Samaje Perine, Joe Mix, so many talented players, and they have kept their foot to the pedal.
Anderson stays on his feet. Got the first down. He's inside the 30. Rodney Anderson has been impressive. Vontae Dorsey eventually tripped him up.
And I think a big reason why they've been able to handle those losses has been this offensive line. And That's the recipe for winning football. Consistency on the offensive and defensive lines. And Oklahoma State coming off of Bedlam.
Yeah, Bedlam looms next week. Mayfield for Michael Jones. And there is a flag down after the touchdown. Took a big shot. It's Lamb, I beg your pardon. Seems to be okay. Took a big shot as he came down with the touchdown.
Yeah, it's a great catch from C.D. Lamb, and I think the official reflexively threw the flag, thinking that this might be a targeting, because it was a big hit. Yeah.
And the crowd reacts as they watch the replay with you.
Jayshon Johnson, the safety, and he, as soon as he gets up, I think he knows. You just got to lower that strike zone. You can't go anywhere up in that head or neck area.
First 6 possessions of the night, 6 touchdowns, 3 by each team. Here's Shimonek trying to set up the screen to King. Takes a big shot, stays on his feet. DJ Ward got there first. Desmond Nisby trying to push the pile. Didn't get there. Nisby might have gotten a yard, but not 2. And they'll turn it over on downs. Oklahoma football.
We give some credit to that defensive line. Lampkin, Overton. They've given up some yards on the ground so far in this game. Amani Bledsoe is playing for the first time as a starter. Neville Gallimore was out for this game, but they got enough push up front to keep Nisby out of the end zone.
It's a 14-play, 73-yard drive that results in goose egg.
Great backup, or if everything goes right, he's got a chance to be a good starter in the league. I thought your comparison to Brett Favre, Grease, was really intriguing. Just a lot of the competitiveness and what he brings to the table.
Yeah, I think those things can be overcome, quite honestly.
On 3rd and 1, Mayfield has the first down. The quarterback sneak. So,
well, you make that. It's how you play in the big games.
Yep,
right?
That was a big game today. Anderson moving people with people on his back. A drive that started at their own 1.
It's about setting the tone for the remainder of the season and doing things with class and discipline.
6th personal foul tonight on Oklahoma. And again, imposing their will, pushing people and pushing the pile. This drive has taken 8 minutes off the clock, and they'll keep it on the ground. Rodney Anderson, great effort, will come up a little short, bring up 4th down.
And finally get their chance.
Hoping to get a 6th year for him, appealing to NCAA. And on 4th and 3, it's Anderson. And he's got the yardage he needed. Keep the chains moving, and the clock eventually will start ticking down.
We'll have a big key in that game.
Ford wrap-up post-game show is coming up as soon as we are done. I mean, they have taken over 11 minutes off the clock on this one drive to wrap this game up.
And I think you could say, for the first time maybe since that Ohio State game, that Oklahoma's played a full game. 6 complete 60 minutes of football, and what a way to end it. In control on offense here.
And everything is still in front of Oklahoma. Everything they want is still a possibility. And again, still hard to believe Iowa State came in as a 31-point underdog here. Iowa State still in controlling their own destiny in the Big 12. What a story, one of the many great stories from this college football Saturday, the last college football Saturday in October, as the final seconds tick off. We'll be back with more. Oklahoma, 617 yards of offense in a 49-27 win.